Money is the root of all evil. Do funny things to some people. Give me a nickel, brother. Can you spare a dime? Money can drive some people out of their mind. Almighty dollar, cash money. Hey, people. Money is the root of all evil. Do funny things to some people. Give me a nickel, sister. Can you spare a dime? Money can drive some people out of their mind. For the love of money, a woman will sell her precious body. For a small piece of paper, it carries a lot of weight. For that mean green, almighty da cash money. Hey, people, I'm Miss Sherry. Miss Sherry, Juicy Marble. Juicy Marble. Okay, Juicy Marble. Fraser Laurie, how y'all? I just had me some fantastic barbecue. I ain't had it in a while. This city, San Francisco, does not specialize in their barbecue. But there's a chain that's not so popular as it used to be called Boston Market. And I strolls up in there. And actually, they had pretty decent barbecue now. Hi, Almond Brown, Sasha. I have to loosen my belt a little bit. Anyway, when I get back, I pick up on this video that Miss Five Babe that made. I don't know if I'm supposed to be calling her Five Babe now, or do I stick with FYE Monster? I don't know. Hi, everybody. That's me. My son's song. Oh, that's me and your son's song. Money, but remind him it is the root of all evil. Actually, according to the Bible that many of you worship, it is the love of money. It's not having money, because you need money. You need to pay your bills. You need to buy the things you and your family need. We all understand that you need money, right? But it is the love of money. You don't got to collect every goddamn dime that comes your way, right? So we're going to talk about that a little bit. They done got the FYE Monster over there upset. She's saying she laughing all the way to the bank. I guess she don't realize by her coming in here going off about them is telling them, whoever them are, that they are getting to her, right? With all of these threats of calling this agency and calling that agency and calling this agency, all on her, right? And she was saying that I tried to tell them to go down there and get some of that money. I tried to tell them how they can go get some. If they weren't so evil, I could tell them how to get that money. I could tell. FYE Monster, you're missing the point. It's not the idea that people can get money. They want to get money legally. They don't want to be going through probably the uncertainty that you're now facing. You don't want to encourage people to do that, do you? You said you can tell them how to get it. I'm sure there's a whole lot of people, particularly on here, since this is where we deal with every day. A whole lot of people are saying, God damn, I'm glad I didn't get none of that money. I didn't get none. I ain't nobody got to investigate me. I ain't got to worry about nobody knocking on my door. I don't got to worry about all these enemies that I made calling and drawing the attention of any federal agency to me. You don't want no federal agency digging around in your business, Miss FYE Monster. I'm telling you, you don't want it. You know, they really feel like you have done something. They will dig and dig and dig and dig until they get you. And you know what the other ploy of the federal government is? They want other people. So FYE Monster, you have already been accused of being the Chi-Town snitch, right? What are the chances if these people come at you and say, we'll just give you 5 years? Okay. What are the chances that you're going to say, okay, I'll take the 5 years? Who else got these loans that we should know about, right? So you're putting yourself in a position, the FYE Monster, where they're going to force you to snitch, because that's what their occupation is. right? You give me 5 people and I'll let you go free. What do you think she's going to do? FYE Monster, stop and telling people you're going to tell them how to get this damn government money that is not illegally. Basically, for people who are trying to keep their businesses afloat. Now, for us who do not work, or those of us who do work, the government has given us 2 stimulus checks, right? You couldn't be satisfied with those checks. You probably got those checks as well. The stimulus, pretty much everybody got it, right? But to go after other monies, that's being fraudulent, girl. And now you've gotten yourself in a situation where you're very uncertain about your future. Don't lie and say that you don't care. Oh, I'm a legitimate, all this kind of, everybody cares, girl. Anytime that you are contacted by a government agency, a federal agency, about your personal business, that means they got to go into the hair company. They got to go through all your finances. So how this woman ain't worked in 20 years? Let us finish. Where's the money coming from? This, when they come at you, we have this, and this on you. We're seeing some people say 40,000, some people say 70,000, you say 10,000, whatever the number is, girl. We have you dead to rights on this. It is fraud. But the thing is, we're trying to catch as many as we can catch in Chicago. Who else do you know? So we're hoping that they're not going to put you in a position, the FYE Monster, where you're going to have to tell on your own mama. You're going to have to tell on your own family, your brothers, the people that they're accusing of being involved in these things. They're going to pressure you to give them up, and it's only the beginning, because usually they want more. They got to be more valuable than just locking your ass up, right? They can just lock you up, but why? If we can lock up 5 more, and maybe even catch a bigger fish, we'll consider letting you go. We'll ask the court for leniency. Hey, people, Shakira, Teresa Hopkins, Sasha. Hey, Almond Brown. Almond Brown, I'm waiting for you to read for me. They didn't put the idea in my head now. I can't wait. I know you're busy, though. Nikki Bailu, I put your book in the mail a few minutes ago. You and, what's the other girl? Nikki and Redbone. I put them in there. I hope your address is right, Redbone. I just changed your apartment number. Okay, we're talking about the FYE Monster. She's saying that if y'all had played y'all cards right, y'all could have got some of that money. FYE, babe, believe me, baby, don't nobody want that money. All money's not good money, and it's spent so fast because you're going through it like a girl, like a dervish. Why do you need 50,000 from here and 40,000 from there and 10,000 from there and all these thousands and thousands and thousands? I mean, she says she's never going to be poor again. So I don't know if you stacking money. Doesn't sound like it. It sounds like when you had the obligation of giving the refund back a year ago, you couldn't meet that. You couldn't meet that responsibility, right? Until the government gave you the money, which would tell me that you haven't actually saved any money. I think you probably would have paid it if you had it. Correct? Anyway, all the children are giving the FYE Monster the blues. Right? You could expect that, the FYE Monster. You could expect that. And now you over here running the list. So you were insulting each and every one of them, making sure that they constantly have an attitude about you. And what else she say? She said she didn't want to sing the money song. She wanted to sing a song. What God has for me, it is for me. Oh, I know that He'll provide. FYE Monster, that is not your song, honey. God does not got no swindles. FYE Monster, let me tell you this. Okay. You know, I spent a lot of time in the drug game, right? I know a whole lot about the drug game, right? But it would be absolutely wrong for me to come on here telling people how they can get money selling drugs. I know every trick in the book, or pretty much a whole lot of tricks from the book, girl. But that information would have to die with me, right? Or at least whatever they do, they're not going to get it from me. I'm not going to encourage other people to commit the same crimes that I did. Didn't work out all that great for me, right? So as far as you feeling like you gotten away with something, I don't know, FYE Monster. How long are you going to have to fight this thing? Are there going to be court cases? Are you going to have to make appearance? I know legitimate square people who have gotten a call from the IRS, business people, close to my family, people here in San Francisco. When they got a letter from the IRS, honey, they went into panic. Now, these were legitimate people. You can imagine how it feels when you know you done did wrong, honey. You see that girl, see that sister, sure look fine. Anyway, I don't know why that came from. What you cooking for dinner? I had myself some barbecue. What do you call it? Spare ribs. It was fall off the bone at the Boston Market. They used to didn't have no good meat like that. But I thought about my dog, and so my dog. That's how I tricked him to go in the bedroom. I left him meaty bones. He loves bones, but he like him with meat on him, right? So I saved him about a third of it. I was full. I just treated myself today. It was very delicious. Who asked him about food? Bubbles. So she's over there mad. She said she's gonna go on the Zoom. Don't you be over there on that Zoom telling nobody how to get none of that legal money, child. Except them people gave us, I think it was I don't work. They gave me $600 anyway. 600 and 600. But I ain't got to worry about anybody knocking on my door behind that 600. That is what they legitimately gave me to stimulate the economy. Me and millions of other people. Right? Couldn't be satisfied with that. You want to go and get some other money, girl, and you got yourself a big old mess. Yeah, Boston Market is still around. There's a channel on here that goes over all the businesses, how they started and how they ended. I recently saw a story on Boston Market. I think they're about a third of the size they were. But that damn meal was $22 though. Shit. Although a McDonald's across the street, shit, McDonald's is I think like $12 or $13. Shit, it just costs a lot of money these days. I don't know. I think we have two here. You just have to report it. Frankly, I don't give a shit about what they get. That's up to them and the government, honey. I ain't got no use. But I think FYE Monster is learning a lesson, a valuable lesson here about how you treat people. When you're going out there, you're showing up on people's jobs, and you're calling their churches, you're calling their 80-something-year-old pastors, and you're calling their mothers and cussing their mothers out, calling them old bitches and all this kind of stuff. Innocent people. You're calling apartment buildings, and you're doxing, and you're doing all this stuff, girl. It's eventually going to come back on you. And that's what she's experienced, right? Because if she hadn't done all these things, I doubt people would even take very much of an interest. Correct? They wouldn't. So that's what's going on. I haven't followed it real closely. I'm still opposed to doxing, but that's how you live. He who lives by the sword shall also die by the sword. I got a few scriptures inside of me. That's wisdom, baby. No, this is a new law Biden trying to pass. What's the new law, lovely one? Her voice really irritates me. She's loud. She's panicking now. No matter what they say, she's panicking now. That's why you don't want people in your business. I'm just exhausted with trying to explain that to people. They keep thinking, "Oh, you scared of this?" When no, it got nothing to do with you being scared of nobody, girl. It's your business. We've lost it. We've lost our way here on YouTube. We don't even understand what people's private business. We don't understand what respecting other people's privacy is even. They don't do this shit nowhere else, girl. They don't fight like this. They don't do this kind of shit where it's become entertainment for you, hoping that someone will lose their job or their house or they get their car repossessed or you have affected them some kind of way. You've embarrassed them in front of their mother or all kind of stuff like this. It's not normal, people. So maybe when some of these bad things happen, and I hate to say it, FYE Monster, but sometimes something really bad has to happen in order for people to straighten up. Let's straighten it out, baby. Let's straighten it out. They call it a correction. The YouTube, the beef sector needs a correction. Get back on track. Get back to using your mouth. If you can't insult people with your mouth, then leave it alone, honey. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. God can handle it better than you can. Leave it alone. So here's a lesson, FYE Monster. You say what God has for you. She sang it today. What God has for you, it is for you. That kind of money is, goddamn well that is not from God. God is not going to direct you to steal anything, honey. He ain't going to direct you to sell drugs. He's not going to direct you. That's the one thing I was always clear about when I was using dope. Ain't no way in hell it is God's plan for me to be laying up in some goddamn nasty hotel with a needle in my arm, somebody sucking whatever. It's filthy and it's nasty. And I was finally able to see it for what it was. It was not of God. When you're trusting in God, you know God's going to make a way where you ain't going to steal nothing. Right? Don't panic. He's got you. The spirit realm. It's getting ready to happen. It's getting ready to happen, baby. Something good. You don't got to go out there and make it happen. I think that's where people get into trouble because they're trying to actually make something. That's one of my haters. They're the only ones call me when I'm online. I keep forgetting to unplug the damn phone. Maybe I'm losing my mind, child. I don't even use that phone. I keep forgetting to unplug it. That is not money from God, honey. That's a curse, girl. What if you end your ass in you end up with your ass in prison, girl? You still think it came from God? No. When I found that money on the street with no ID in the damn wallet, that was from God, right? No address, no phone number, just money. Let me do this because they might. Usually, when these trolls call, they'll keep calling, right? They'll hang up and they'll call again. You need $5, you motherfucker. You next. Oh, we gonna get your ass. You stalker. You son of a bitch. That's how they talk to me on my own phone, child. Anyway. So the FYE Monster went on into her. She did a Zoom. I don't know what she gonna get straight, but she decided she gonna straighten it out, baby. Some of y'all know what she did over there. I don't know what it was, but her cage is rattled. There's a lesson in that, right? If you're trusting in God, you ain't got to go rob no bank. You ain't got to sell no booty or the other. You just holding on, honey. Hold on just a little while longer. Hold on a little while longer. Hold on a little while longer. Nothing's gonna, whatever. I forget how to say it. Well, some of y'all, wait a minute. Hold on. It's just like me being on drugs. If every time I got stressed, or every time I got lonely, or every time I got horny, I figure I have to go out now and make myself feel better. That's not trusting in God. Trusting in God is I'm not doing nothing. I ain't doing a goddamn thing but what I always do, honey. If I'm making videos, keep on making videos. If I got a part-time job, keep on working. I got a full-time job and a little part-time, keep on doing what you're doing. And God will make a way. That's what it's meant by trusting in God. I think that is something in nature, right? We have it in us to survive. We will come up with the plan. And many times, God will just put a plan in your head. Let me call Uncle Bubba. Uncle Bubba, they say he won the lottery. Call Uncle Bubba. Mr. Suspenders. Y'all still own these damn suspenders. I got 2 more pair. Maybe I should bring them out. But these are the best ones. Because ain't nothing sadder than some 60-something-year-old dude walking around sagging. It's not cute. It ain't cute, baby. Not on old guys. Get you in the gym. Bubba, what you doing? You calling me Mr. Suspenders? You got to get me in the gym. I don't want you to become stackable like Jay Wilson. Stackable? Oh, Lord, have mercy. Child, I'm out the game, honey. I got a little belly on me, but I believe that after this damn shit is over with, we'll get out there and we move around a little bit. I ain't worried about it. I ain't trying to get no trade, no hood. Uh-huh. It's pretty normal for a 60-something-year-old dude to have a belly. They get y'all. A brown square one. You say goodness. These people are vicious. How they get your home phone? It ain't all that. All this stuff they talk about, they doxing and all that. All you gotta do is go online, girl. You can Google anybody. I mean, I'm an author. I done wrote 6 books, so there's plenty about me on the internet. Phone numbers. I'm writing that in my new novel now about washing all the information and all that kind of stuff, if you care enough. But we always had the white pages. I mean, back in the day when I was a young person, we always had, if you want to look somebody up, the point is, it was never very interesting or important to look up somebody's personal information. Who gives a damn where you live? It ain't like you're going no goddamn, you don't even live in the same states. I just got to let you know I know something about you. It ain't that big a deal. I don't know why. I plugged that phone up only because sometimes one thing is for the doorbell, but nobody comes over here in the last 2 years, year and a half. But also, I call out on the phone sometimes because nothing is clearer than a landline. You know, your cell phone is, sometimes it is, sometimes it ain't. But a landline has got perfect reception, right? So I use it for that, to call out. That's why I know it's either a telemarketer or a snake when they call. Oh, you think I'm handsome and smart? You hear that? You hear that, Bubbles? Oh, Teresa said, I'm handsome and smart. Thank you. Thank you, Teresa Hopkins. I'm only teasing you about your fat ass stomach. The T is the ones who tease, though, honey. When you see the ones who tease, baby. They had that stump creature over there talking about Deanna Irving. I said, girl, you still ain't even showed us a toenail, honey. And you talking about somebody ugly? Girl, you got a lot. That thing got a lot of nerve. Wilson over here calling people fat for the last year and a half. Shout out, dude. He turned to the side of you. Woo! Woo! I sat there for 10 minutes. Woo! I bang bang. I don't know if she's bang yanging or not no more. Is she in the sunglasses again? I think she picked that sunglasses shit up from QB. Sunglasses are cute when you're wearing them outside, honey. That's what they're called, sun. For the sun. Sunglasses for the sun, honey. Not to sit around in your dark ass apartment, girl, with sunglasses on in the middle of the daytime, right? Anyway, maybe they think it's sickening fashion. It's sickening fashion when you're out there in the world. It looks ridiculous when you're at home. People have to wonder, honey, why is this dude always in sunglasses? A lot of these rock and roll stars, everything you see them, they in sunglasses. What the hell are you hiding, child? I don't even know what you look. I've been watching you for 2 years. I don't know what you look like. You know, sunglasses covering this, wigs, hats, all this shit. Then the FYE Monster, she's in the business of selling wigs. So you're in the business. This is your business, your livelihood. You say, I think she's selling eyelashes, but she says she's selling wigs, right? Yes, she's always got on a baseball hat. I sell wigs, so let me sell you a wig and then a hat to cover it up. Girl, the women want to see. They want to see the part. They want to see how natural it is, honey, and they want to see that what do you call that thing in the front where you cut it, something front. They want to see all that, baby. Don't be telling me you selling wigs, girl, and all I see is this part, and you got all the part that counts covered up, and get them edges and things covered up, child. You representing, remember? You looking for a husband? Child, I've been looking for a husband since 1986. I broke up with my husband in 1986, child. It ain't very likely. You always open to meet somebody, talk to them and all that kind of stuff. But no, I ain't looking for nobody. I am perfectly content. I've accepted my fate. I have a long history of a life that included love and all that stuff. Selena, ain't no way in hell, child. Selena says, I wonder if Jay Wilson can fit into them skinny jeans. Child, you might as well throw that shit in the trash. I don't think Jay Wilson will ever fit in those. What? Let me see what the light is. I don't think Jay Wilson will ever fit in them pants again, child. He was barely fitting it in them when I saw him. And them ankles. I don't know how in the fuck he got it past them ankles, honey. Them ankles are like elephant tusks. Still didn't figure it out. Yesterday, what I figured out was I kept worrying about the light. This thing, because I'm filming in the window, right? You know what it was? You see that mirror right there? It was the reflection in the mirror, right? And that's why I couldn't figure. I mean, for a year. Well, but you calling me stupid? Who was that? Hi, Nikki. Check it out. It's funny. Okay, I will later on. I got to do this first. Hold on a minute. Oh, Lord. Now that I opened up something, I can't get back down. There you go. Let me see. Hold on. There we go. I swear every time I'm trying to watch Tim, everybody's always calling me. Why are they calling, Carlos? 1986. I think it's when I broke up with my baby. We were back and forth a little bit. The last breakup though was 86. I mean, I had a boyfriend for 8 years, and there was always people around. Of course, when I was in the dope game, there was always people around, but I wouldn't say that I was in love with him. Mostly, I was checking my pockets and seeing what they're creeping out of here with, girl. Caught up in a one-night love affair. Caught up in a love affair, hoping true love will find you there. Okay, let me go up. Oh, there's a lot of people here. Okay. They always say I'm terrible with this thing. Let me see. I'll make it big again. Okay. There you go. Hi, Nicole Reloaded. Show me your bank account, then I'll believe it. Teresa Hopkins says, show me your bank account, then I will believe it. Many people were saying that mess to me, but baby, the setup is real. The setup is real? Okay. I don't think she got any money, child. Like I was saying the other day, she spends that shit as fast as she gets it, child. You see, y'all used to getting when you getting a paycheck, a regular paycheck. This YouTube shit does not compare, honey. You got good months, bad months. We don't know all the tricks she plays over there with all that donations and shit. We don't know nothing, honey. If you got it going on, why would you risk your freedom risk your business, risk your connection with your family and your ability to raise your child. You know how many women are in prison? Why would you risk all that if you're doing fine? If you're making all the money you say you're making, what's the point, honey? You don't need, it ain't all that. I used to make stacks of money in that drug life. I do not miss it at all. It ain't all that. It is not all that. You got to be looking over your shoulder. Give me free, baby. Thank you, Teresa Hopkins. You said it a while ago. I wish we could meet up and sing and carry on. Okay. They're going to tell her, no, don't sing. You don't sing. She going to turn to stone, honey, behind your singing. Let's get into the monstrous. Ooh. Let's get into the monstrous. One of her subscribers over there said that I should make up with FYE Monster. I guess they figure she got enough issues over there because the issue ain't that deep. And leave her alone. Go back to Jay Wilson. I ain't been heavy with that girl. You know, I'm just saying you back yourself into a corner. That's all. But FYE Monster, we're going to talk about you, girl. You talk about us. That's very rarely does she give a broadcast where she doesn't talk about me. If I've done anything or said anything, whatever. That's just what it is, people. It's only about 30 of us, I think. Content creators in beef sector. We're kind of limited, right? So that don't mean I'm riding you because I'm talking about you. And no matter what they tell you, the whole point in this clout thing is to get people talking about you, right? So even though a part of her may resent all of these people came at her at the same time a couple of days ago, the other part of it, look, I'm popping. Who they can't stand, I'm popping. Why? Because people are talking about me, right? Y'all should have seen Squeenie on that. Because first I said, okay, I don't want to be bothered with you, boy. Squeenie, come on. I tried to get him in the bedroom, right? And then I remembered that I just got those bones in the thing. And he understands. I know he's very clear about that one word. If I say bone, you could have saw him. He was flipping around the shit all the ground. Going right to the refrigerator. There was meat on it too, baby. He took to that bone and then forgot all about me. You got to give them one at a time. If you give them more than one, then they poop get all hard and stuff. And they got to. I said, I understand, baby. You don't want to be uncomfortable. So we'll give him a bone for a few days. What else is going on? I see T.S. Madison is interviewing on the Breakfast Club. Well, she's a celebrity now, so it's not unusual that they would have her on there. I don't think it's her first time on there either. I haven't watched the interview yet, but yeah, she is a celebrity. She's made a name for herself, and she's not ashamed to talk about her past. Like everybody, all these, you did this. Oh, you did. I wish T.S. Madison was in the beef sector, honey. So when they try to come to her talking about her past, she can light that ass up, child. She be swinging down at this point. But I'm sure she has her haters too, honey. We all got them. 5 years, that trick couldn't take 5 minutes. She gonna sing like a canary, honey. If they come at that girl, and that's what the Fed does, you know. That's what the Fed always does. But you got to have some backbone, child. That's particularly when if you've involved your family, right? I think they may want more than her family though. If they all got 10 grand a piece, they're gonna want to know people in the neighborhood. You're gonna have to just talk and talk and talk. They're gonna talk you like Sammy the Bull, honey. They want everybody you know. Everybody got a loan. Everybody got a scam. All the businesses that don't exist. I hope she ain't put herself in that position. She wouldn't have been in no position to just shut up. But people say, You know, people like Wilson, oh, don't put your business out there. Oh, don't put your business. Girl, ain't nobody put shit out there. They go looking for it. They go looking for it. Oh, it's public record. It's public. So that means you got to talk about it because it's public record. Wouldn't nobody be thinking about that, but that woman had child. People went and looked for it. Why? Because of the things she's done to them. I can't make people understand it, child. You're going to have to learn the hard way, girl. Because, I mean, she's got plenty of personality. FYE Baby could carry a channel with all that shit. She panics. She panics when she feels like she have to do something to somebody, right? That's from the streets. She's a street fighter. She could have a channel without all that. It's not necessary. Look at all the content creators we know on here who do not dox. I don't dox. Wilson don't dox. James don't dox. I don't know about. They say Bradley has shared some information, but as far as I know, he don't dox. Most of the people on here who are making videos, most of them, they're not doxing people. There's only a few of those kind of characters, right? And so, just like with VS, something had to happen, right? But apparently, that wasn't enough. And all this talk about VS again. I mean, I think she's getting ready to get off. They may even. She said she was sentenced to 3 years off the internet. If she's giving them too clean, they might let her off early, right? I don't believe she will come back and do the same thing. She's probably going to come back and want to catch up on her bills because she used to make a piece of change out of here, catch up on her bills and get back to where she was. The doxing shit is what fucks everything up, right? So she would already be a convicted felon with that kind of case. All it would take somebody else to call on her and say, she did this to me, and it'd be the same situation. Of course, that wouldn't have come to a head if she wouldn't have put her hands on somebody. But yeah, the babe, as she calls herself, she lives in a big city, child. You don't know who that is. You making all these enemies all over your damn town. Some people don't realize that slave ship. Some people don't realize that slave ship when they see one, even if it's a manufactured one. Oh, you talking about behind them bars, child? Making them blouses and making them office furniture, child, for 17 cents an hour. It'd be a tragedy. I bet these people will straighten up though after it. So she's not even talking about this house idea no more. But I said, well, goddamn, girl, if you didn't got all these thousands, if you got all them thousands, okay. I got you, Uncle Tim, after the book I'm reading. Okay, Almond Brown, thank you. I always like those. So if y'all got the book and y'all ain't reading it, Almond Brown's gonna read it next. Y'all gonna read it alone. Or sometimes what I think it's helpful because if she can trigger, you hear a little bit of something and then you go and then read it yourself. Most people have that book. That book sold a lot of copies in the first few days. When it went off, I took it off for was 2 weeks. When it came back, it got an equal number of downloads, and now the real book was the soft cover was available, so it did very well. I don't know how much is going to go on past that, but a lot of people have the book. Is my point. So it's just the thing of getting into it. I find it hard to get into books, but I started reading this book last night. One of my favorite books is an author called John Irving, and he wrote a book called Prayer for Owen Meany. It's a big book, right? But I read the whole book before a few years ago, and I stumbled onto it online because now all the audio books that I read to go to sleep, they're all here on YouTube. I don't even bother with Audible. They're here on YouTube, right? And they had that book. Oh man, I couldn't even sleep last night. I only got half a night's sleep. I stayed awake listening to that. It's a great book. Prayer for Owen Meany. It's about just I connected with it so many ways. It's about this guy's spiritual journey as well as many other things. Of course, there's got to be a death in there and all that kind of stuff. But I was fascinated. I said, "Oh, I've lost the art of reading." I got this whole bookcase right here. It's probably a couple hundred books in there. I ain't read none of them. I like the way they look. They're decorations, honey. You can get 1,000 books on your Kindle, baby. What's going on? I see that girl. What's it there? SL TV, Stop Lying TV. She just played something. She just played this clip with Wilson running his mouth about me. Hold on. I said, wait a minute. Now, do I have to respond to everything that fools say? Do I really have to do it? No, I rather like maintain my own control over it. Okay, I see the children starting to review T.S. Madison. Maybe I'll come back on after I watched it. Jaded Nerd and that other guy. What's the other one? Armand Wiggins. They're reviewing that. She's on there for over an hour. I'll have to check that out. Lovely one. Lady X, aren't they trying to allow the IRS to look at everyone's bank account who have 10 grand or more yearly? Hell, not even those on disability are safe. Oh, you're scaring me, girl. Baby, I think I'm safe. The number is 10 grand. I think I'm cool. Yeah, if you even if you go out and buy a car, if you pay cash for a car, they'll report that. That's a lot of criminals get caught because they go out and spend the money, and the bank reports it because they spent over. I think it's just 2,000 that they report. They report when your bank account gets too big. So it's the number 10 grand. I am well under. She has no morals. Nope. A woman will sell her precious body for a small piece of paper. It carries a lot of weight. It's that mean, mean green, almighty da cash money. I don't know what she's doing with it. Maybe she spent some of it at that lobster dinner. I don't know. You just have to report it. Yeah, if you're on disability, you're on. Basically, you can get anything on Social Security. I mean, if you're on regular Social Security, you can own your house, you can own your car, you can do all that. But if some other kind of disabilities, then they don't want you to have a car. They don't want you to have any income. They don't want you to have any kind of dividend. They don't want you to have shit. So I can have some money, but where I'm gonna get it from? I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna cheat. It wouldn't even occur to me to pick up anything that don't belong to me, child. I spent so much time in jails and prisons and all that. There's no way in hell. Every time I went in there and stole something out of a store, here they got it now. San Francisco's in crisis, right? They just announced yesterday, or day before yesterday, that this Safeway I'm always talking about right in front of me, they're going to be closing at 9 o'clock. For the last 50 years, that store has been open. 45, 50 years it's been open. It's been open around the clock, 24 hours, right? But now when you go in there, they got more security than they got tellers or anybody else that works there, right? More than all the people in the meat department, all the people in the deli, all they got is it's like you're going into a fort, and they got to pay all these people, right? They got all these off-duty police officers. I don't know what's going on in San Francisco. People just lost their goddamn mind. Everybody's stealing now. They tell me it's because they've changed some law now that you can't stop the shoplifter. Now, y'all know I was a booster 30 years ago. No longer than that. I've been here 30 years. So 35 years ago, I was a booster. That's how I made my living when I first started doing drugs and all that. Then, you get to jail. You got busted. It's petty theft, right? And I think you got 3 of them or something like that. It was a felony. they could charge you with a felony. If someone grabbed you because you stole something and you pulled away, they could call that a robbery. But San Francisco has recently changed their laws, apparently. You know, this is a very liberal city. I don't know if it's a state or just this city where they can't stop these people. People are taking their bicycle. They're riding, and these bicycles are stolen, basically. You know, everybody's got all these rental bicycle things. You look at these homeless guys, you see all this stuff. They got shopping carts tied to it and all this junk on it. You know, good damn well they ain't bought they ain't paid for no rental bike. They'll take those bikes, take them into the store, pile up the goddamn bicycle, and just ride out the goddamn door. The security, when I was downtown, the security guard was right there. This guy came in, he had a whole backpack thing, and clothes and everything was just all in the back of it, and he walked right out the door. And on that same weekend, I was in Target, and I saw the same situation. And a little lady who was the cashier was trying to stop this guy, a little Asian lady, and the security guard was right there. He was a guy like a big old muscle man, and he didn't do anything, even though this dude was taking all this shit out of there. So San Francisco's gonna have to rewrite those laws, baby. It ain't gonna work. I don't know what the connection with COVID, because those people weren't working anyway. Why would COVID affect them? But we're in crisis here. How did I get off on that subject? All that. I think it started when people were looting around, when we had all those protests, and all the windows downtown got broken out and all that. People going and getting all these purses, $10,000 purses and all this shit. And it seemed like it never stopped after that. They just kept on doing it. And so now it's epidemic. So I was saying that the Safeway is closing at 9 o'clock now. They announced last week that 5 Walgreens are shutting their doors after years and years and years of being there. That means all of those communities no longer have a pharmacy, right? They got to go to the next neighborhood or one over. I mean, there are a lot of Walgreens, right? But to think they would actually have to close their store because people were stealing so much. You go into Safeway, you got to plan on being in there an hour because everything you need. I need toothpaste. Okay, ring the bell. Okay, wait till somebody come with the key. What do you need? Okay, I'll hold it up in the front. All this kind of shit, child. The whole goddamn aisle, everything is behind glass. It's crazy. And I know all them cops who probably make $100,000 a year, so they ain't doing that shit for free. They probably paying them a pretty penny just to hang around, just to be a presence. I don't know. I'm just glad I don't got to do it no more. Huh? I mean, people got to eat, right? But you don't need no whole goddamn bag of meat to eat, particularly when you say you're homeless and you ain't got no stove anyway. So what are you doing? You're going down and you're selling steaks. Mission Street here, y'all hear about the Mission? It used to be a middle class Latin neighborhood. All up and down the street, they're selling stuff. Where it come from? It comes from the stores. So God told me a long time ago, you're not going to buy any. I was really trying to get my act together. He showed me that I was tithing to the devil, because all of the stuff that you would buy on the street was always stolen from somebody. They ain't going to no swap meets and buying no big boxes of whatever, lotion or whatever they're selling. So we don't buy nothing on the street, no matter how good it looks. We take our ass to the store and pay full price. We are not helping out the devil. He wants to keep people hooked. So if I just need a smile, Bubbles. Bubbles, are you a young person? What are you doing? If I don't do no damn smile, you need them goddamn bracelets. I hope she hasn't messed that boy up in prison. I mean, I guess he's a lifer, so. But they can make it hard on you in there. People have ran all kinds of scams in prison. They even had prison guards smuggling in cell phones, and people are running their enterprise from inside the walls. But you get another charge in there, and then you end up spending your time in the hole. You don't want to do that to your brother, do you? You catch a case while you're in there. Your grandma, lovely one, kept her money in the coffee can. Oh, you be telling your business, girl. They be over there trying to sneak in grandma's house. Right. God ain't had nothing to do with you running no scam and got getting money out of the government. Then people always over there talking about, oh, tell me he own government system. He own government. Girl, it is given to me freely. I don't got to go scam them out of it, honey. She said, I can tell you how to get off of Section 8. What? Girl, shut the hell up. The fuck you mean get me off of Section 8? Are you crazy? You know, bitch, want to get me back to paying $3,000 a month for a fucking one-bedroom apartment? Or maybe she got plans for me to move out of here. Everybody wants to be somebody. Why can't they be somebody? No more wars, no more wars, no more wars. Get it honestly, it feels better. It feels good. You're correct. But I was not really, I don't say I was a thief. I was a thief because I was a drug addict. So you stop doing drugs, you shouldn't be out there stealing stuff, child. But a drug addict, they ain't got no choice. They got to do something to get money. You've seen the condition of some of these people who are hardcore drug addicts. It ain't like they're gonna just walk in and get a job somewhere, right? And you got to do some kind of crime. So it all goes together. Bubbles, you something else. Oh, Lord have mercy. Sneak this thing. Chill out for real. Okay, I hear you, Teresa. Okay. Yeah, I wish they would just keep it simple, but you can't make these people do nothing. You can't tell them how to live. You can't. I mean, I'm sure it was when she was doxing, doing all the stuff to other people. It might maybe felt funny, and she coming on and giggles and all that kind of stuff. But like they say, baby, it ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun, and when all eyes are on you. When our eyes turn on you. But she was rattled this morning. You could just see it, girl. Bubbles, what are you up to? Bubbles said he could get Rick Reed if he was straight, trust, and believe. You like the swag on Rick Reed? What about old folks? I mean, grown folks. You want him? You got to love the one you with. You like that Rick Reed swag? He's a good looking guy. I don't know if he's with his partner or not. He said they. I don't know. Maybe you got a chance, girl. That's why people doing groceries on Walmart and Amazon. Oh Lord, they better hope they don't. Honey, Amazon damn near ran retail out of a lot of retailers out of business. Mom and pop small businesses. A lot of these stores in the malls and all that. People start buying on Amazon. They saw no reason to leave their house. And then when we were on this long lockdown where you couldn't go anywhere, people got kind of used to. Because I never bought anything off Amazon, and now I'm a regular customer, right? But now they've gotten used to buying things online. That only makes it worse because they got the habit now. So if they hit the supermarkets where people are actually buying their groceries, girl, but that'd be a smorgasbord for the drug addicts because they're gonna be always out there shopping. This building's got 97 units in, so whenever they'll let you know that they just delivered a package. They don't even bring Amazon they don't bring it to you no more because of COVID, right? So they just drop it off at your door and then let you know it's there. So I runs myself down. Oh, you from here, Sonia? New here. I'm born and raised in San Francisco. Okay. Are you back here? I feel fortunate to be here. I do. The devil behind the poor crooks and the rich crooks. Yes, rich people's crooks too. That's your character. A lot of them got their money by being crooks. They just stealing the millions while we stealing nickels and dimes. Mm-hmm. Y'all already start getting all your Thanksgiving stuff? You bet. They say it's going to be shortages. Make sure you don't forget that cranberry sauce. You got to get, okay. We know you got to have your meat. Some of y'all going to just get the meat, but you don't want to get dinner time. You ain't got no cranberry sauce. You ain't got no corn. You ain't got, you ain't got no this, you ain't got no that. And you go over there and they don't have it. Like when the COVID first hit, you go over there to get toilet paper. They don't no toilet paper. Nowhere in the city. Girl. Y'all better stock up, baby, and get ready. I'm not having Thanksgiving. I've been having Thanksgiving. I only have one dinner in my apartment once a year. I have about 8 people right here in my little apartment. We have a great time. That was my tradition. I would do Thanksgiving every year, but I didn't do it last year, year before, and now I believe it's the second. I think it's the 3rd year. No Thanksgiving. I don't feel secure enough yet. There was a party at my church, and 2 of the people got very sick, and one of them passed away from going to a party. So I'm not risking it. You said it right, old folks TV. Rick voice out funny. Is old folks in here? Grown folks TV? Oh, I said it right. Oh, old folks TV. Those 2 seem like they calmed down a little bit. I haven't seen nothing from them 2. Mm-hmm. No, I'm in North Carolina for the last 15 years. Mm-hmm. Lots of family still here, still there. Okay. And so you're still visiting. Okay. Then that's something I just encountered Linda B. Linda B says, I don't know. I don't even know if I want to cook special for Thanksgiving. Might order a deli tray and veggie tray, and that's it. I was just in that Boston market, and they got the whole thing set up there for you to order catering. You can cater your whole Thanksgiving meal and deliver it to you. So that might be the way people go. I don't know. Uh, you're still coming together though, but I think the last time I was in Indiana for a family reunion, they catered most of the food. I mean, they can just get it cooked for you. I just don't want a bunch of people in here breathing on each other. Now I've had all 3 shots, and of course we would make that a requirement, but to me it's just too early. I can't do it. Lovely ones, turkey sandwiches sound cool. Right. All right. Let me see. Uh-huh. Me too. Before the pandemic, I never ordered from Amazon. Now I've spent thousands on Amazon, right? That is the truth, Just One. Getting packages almost daily. It's addictive. Be careful, Just One. That buying on Amazon, it is addictive. Right. I'm a regular customer. I had to sign up for Prime because I got so much shit delivered here. Plus Prime, they give you the movies and stuff also, But the main thing is to get your packages fast. So far, I haven't never lost anything. They bring it to your door. I just got my first COVID shot and flu shot today. Oh, you got both the same day? Carmelik, 2000. Yeah, I got my flu shot too. Flu and 3 COVID shots. So make sure you get your second one. You want to have as much protection. Hi, viewers of you. Viewers of you, where'd you get your name from? Is that from a James Bond movie? Didn't they have a movie like that? A Viewers of You, something like that? Did you just think of it yourself? What was that movie? It was a James Bond movie, very similar to that. I ate leftover turkey. A whole week. I would be making turkey pot pie, turkey soup, turkey salad. Oh, use that whole bird. Okay. Well, that bird had to sacrifice his life. You got to get all you can out of it, baby. Oh, you made it up? There is a James Bond movie, something. It might not be a Viewers of You, but something similar. A View to Kill. These people know everything. Thank you, chat. A View to Kill is the James Bond movie. Okay. That was yours and yours alone, baby. Boiling down turkey carcass. And saving the broth for soups. Yeah, turkey soup is delicious. That's the only thing I can do for Thanksgiving because I can't cook. And the people will remind me that I can't cook. But you can always put a bird in the oven, honey. Just follow the instructions. A bird or a turkey. A turkey or a ham. Follow the instructions. I don't. They make a big deal out of it. That's the main dish, but to me, it's all about the sides. All right, people. Thanks for coming in. Y'all go over there and calm y'all girlfriend down, and say, "Baby, it's gonna be okay, baby." Here's my lawyer's card. Just call him up. Call him. Call him. Call him. Call him. Okay. Ham bone. Ham bone and split pea soup. Split pea and ham soup. You all right. That ham soup is delicious, honey. And the split pea as well. Split pea, you got to have ham in there. And some other kind of beans my mama used to make. What's some big fat beans? Lima beans or some shit like that. I think she used to have ham and lima beans. I had hospital tests all day. I thought you were over your situation. Yeah. Well, hoping the best for you, viewers of you, as you deal with these doctors and things. I'm just grateful. I ain't had no test. I ain't had nothing to do for 2 weeks. They keep me in there. And since I have health care, I'll use it. Tim, have you had turducken? No. Is that a half a turkey and half a duck? I ain't had no turducken or turpoking. What's that, mixing them together? The bagong. The bagong. It is the bygone. The bygone. Oh, oh, oh. Calm yourself down with the bygone. Lord have mercy. That QB stays cooled out, don't he? I don't even know what his eyes look like. The Baygon. It is pronounced the Bayang. The Bayang, baby. All right, I'm out of here, people. Thanks for coming in. I enjoyed y'all's company. Later.